This video is sponsored by Athletic Greens. Hello friends, welcome back, and I'm in a new studio. This is my living room in Paris, and I'm really excited today because this evening just want to really reflect on working hard and this kind of idea I think that we've developed at the moment, which is anti-hustle culture, work-life balance, the importance of looking after mental health, and absolutely that is all in the right vein. But I do want to kind of just put out there a reality that I think exists, that we all have to work exceptionally hard if we want to achieve relatively extraordinary things. So let me first of all kind of contextualize this. Like, I make videos all the time about the importance of work-life balance, of how I find fulfillment even when work is tough, about how I am looking to manage my life and say no to things to make sure that I'm looking after, number one, my mental health and my kind of well-being. But I think within that context there is a lot of content out there, a lot of people talking about mental health in ways that I think is actually almost slightly unhelpful, that's making hard work like this complete enemy, like this thing that's been ostracized to such an extent that even to talk about hustling or to talk about kind of working hard or working at the weekend or whatever is seen as something that is negative. So I just wanted to talk about that for, the next few minutes and really shed some light on how I think about hard work and the realities of hard work. So I think the key thing for me is that there is a fundamental difference between feeling like you need to be working hard all of the time in order to be successful. That is not the reality. The reality is you can be hugely successful in a number of different fields, including family, including all of these different areas of your life, as I've talked about before. Watch my video on how to find fulfillment and why your life is boring if you want to find out more. So you can be successful in whatever fields you choose, and that doesn't just have to be your kind of work life, and it absolutely does not mean that, like me, you have to have a successful YouTube channel. Well, successful. That you have to have a YouTube channel, you have to have a side hustle in order to be successful. That is a choice I make and that other people make. That is absolutely not an essential ingredient to being successful. Second caveat, I'm all about maximizing productivity to make sure that you're getting kind of the most bang for your buck out of the time you spend doing things. So that does mean looking for tools, looking for ways to focus on what you're doing, and all of the kind of techniques and stuff that I share on this channel. Obviously, if you can get more done with your time, you need to spend less time doing things. But the big but is, for me, I feel like that means that people kind of think you can be successful in a field without working harder than other people. I want to kind of refer to, there's an equation that I came across the other day. I'm listening to Dalio. He's one of the most successful investors in the world ever, who was the founder of Bridgewater. Look him up if you're interested. But he came up in his book Principles with this equation, which is dreams plus reality plus determination equal a successful life. And so when you break that down, you can have dreams, and that is in and of itself another topic that I'm not even going to touch on. Where do you want to go? What is your dream? That's a whole world of existentialist crisis that I cannot deal with right now, and you probably can't either. But the second two parts of this, the reality part and the determination part, I do want to talk about, because first of all, reality. My reality right now is that I work as a trainee corporate lawyer. That, for a start, is incredibly hard. Demands that puts on me in order to lead a successful life in my professional life are significant. That is the reality of my situation. And so I have to have a significant amount of determination. I have to be willing to put in very significant hours in order to be successful in my chosen field, because that is my reality. Now, I can change that reality, but right now that is my reality. And in addition to that, therefore, in order to kind of get loads of stuff done outside of my job as a trainee corporate lawyer, I have to work incredibly hard. Like, I have worked every evening this week when I've got home from work, because I haven't been insanely busy at work because I've just started in my new department. And I have been working on Menos. I have been working on the website for Menos. I've been working on uploading the video that I released yesterday, sorting the thumbnail for that. I've been looking to hire someone to join the team. So I've been posting lots and talking to lots of people, trying to find the right person to help me out with this channel. So, I'm coupling productivity, trying to do things effectively, but fundamentally it takes hard work. And one of the tools that helps me stay on top of my health, even when I'm working really hard, is AG1 by Athletic Greens, today's sponsor. AG1 really quickly became an essential part of my morning routine to make sure that I'm filling the gaps we all have in our nutrition. It's a daily supplement that gets rid of the need to have tons of different supplements clogging up your cupboards, with 75 different ingredients, including vitamins, minerals, superfoods, probiotics, and adaptogens. Drinking AG1 is a habit that helps me do more with less. Simple and quick, it fits perfectly into my busy life, helping me prioritize health and well-being while I push myself to achieve more. It has energy-supporting ingredients that help cut down coffee intake, from a natural form of B12 to biotin and magnesium. Plus, it contains superfoods and other ingredients to help muscle recovery, so it's also great for after a run or workout. I absolutely love the incredible convenience of AG1 with just one scoop or a quick travel pack. You can literally have it in a couple of minutes before you leave for work on a morning, or take it on your travels. You can go to athleticgreens.com/Liam Porritt to get started on your order. Athletic Greens is giving you wonderful people in my audience a free 1-year supply of immune supporting vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. So I think that what I want to finish on is the idea that you have cycles in your life, and I've talked about this again before. You have cycles where you feel good, you feel bad, and it's about responding to kind of how you feel in that moment and not pushing yourself to a point where you're in any way harming your own mental health, certainly in the long term, and even really in the short term. I should clarify that. Like, you're keeping in mind, actually, I know now, I'm pretty tired right now. I have this weekend coming up where I'm going to be able to relax, see family, just go home. I'm going back to the UK for a weekend and just chill and just let everything kind of breathe. And then I go again from next week. But, for the very short term, it may be that, like I have done for the last week or two, you have to really grind. You have to push yourself a little bit harder than is comfortable. And know that hard work at the start, particularly of your journey doing anything, is an essential ingredient. And so I kind of just wanted to give some solace to anyone out there who's like working really hard on something, or anyone who has like almost put aside this idea of like you have to work hard in order to get good at, or that like our culture has sort of moved beyond hard work in this generation, and now we kind of can like balance everything so perfectly and we never have to work hard. And Liam like says that he has work-life balance all the time, and so he never works like insanely hard and insanely late, and that just isn't the reality. And so I think it's just a question of deciding what your priorities are, keeping your mental health at the forefront of your mind, but also knowing that if you really, really want something and really want to achieve significant goals, particularly at the outset of your journey, whether it's starting a YouTube channel, but even the start of your career and proving that to the new department that you've just moved into that you're good, that's going to require a huge amount of hard work. When you're just starting out, I don't know, let's say you want to start an Instagram account and you decide that you want to make posts, it's going to be really, really hard. You're going to have a huge learning curve, and you're going to have to spend hours and hours learning the techniques from other people and other sources on how to do it. Yes, you should do it productively, but fundamentally it's going to take a whole lot of hard work. So yeah, it's a choice. I'm not saying everyone has to kind of, as I say, work insanely hard all the time, and absolutely we should not. We cannot. It's not good for us. But if you make the choice to want to have a big impact, whether that's at work, whether that's in some aspect of your life outside of work, or for example, as a parent, when I think of my parents and the sacrifices they have made for me, they have like worked insanely hard at being incredible parents and given up so much to be able to give me everything I've had. So whatever field of your life it is, you choose to become excellent in and make a priority, it's going to take a whole lot of hard work, and you kind of need to know that. So look after, number one, your mental health, look after your well-being. physical exercise, etc., and don't burn yourself out doing things. Number 2, realize that you absolutely do not have to have a side hustle or be working at weekends or doing other stuff in your free time to be successful. That is not the only ingredient to being successful. 3, realize that productivity and working in a focused way to get stuff done efficiently is more important than spending loads of time doing things. But don't beat yourself up if you have a period of a couple of weeks, a month, maybe even 2 or 3 months where you are working incredibly hard, really grinding to get something done. Don't allow that to become the rest of your life and kind of beat yourself into the ground to a point where you can't take it anymore. But it's okay to have those periods, and frankly, probably necessary if we really want to excel. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, then please do go and watch my other video about how to find fulfillment, which I mentioned earlier. It's called Why Your Life is So Boring, and I will answer that question, but also tell you how to make your life less boring and more fulfilling. And if you enjoyed this, also do please subscribe to the channel and give it a like. Let me know down in the comments what you thought, and I will speak to you again from my lovely Paris pad very soon.